your own? Where's Shona? What have you done?
So you immediately jumped to that conclusion? That I must have done something?
Well, have you?
Well, yes. I have. This time. So she's gone.
Have you any idea what time she'll be back? Because I've managed to get Lily a dentist appointment for this afternoon.
Well, funnily enough, Mum, she didn't say. She didn't say where she was going, or when she'll be back, or even if she'll be back at all.
But apart from that, everything's honky-dory.
I've messed up, all right?
Obviously.
It's not as bad as it sounds. Well, actually, it is quite bad.
I don't want to know. You're 32 years of age. Whatever you've done, sort it. For Lily's sake.
I'm sorry. I know you should never call anyone after 9 o'clock, but I can't go to bed without saying goodnight to you. I can't wait till we can say it to each other in person. In bed.
What are you doing in the dark? You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, not that bloke again, is it? Daniel said you blocked his number.
He just keeps getting a new phone.
I'm sure you're all right.
Yeah, I'm fine. He left another message last night.
Would you want me to stay off work?
No, you've only just got that job.
Yeah, you're more important.
I'm okay, honestly. I'm not even going to be here. I've got a meeting with the caterer.
Listen, I'll keep an eye out for him. If there's anything out of the ordinary, I'll give you a call.
Hey, I am still here. I'm fine. Go to work.
You know who used the first ever cash machine?
Reg Varney.
How would you even know that?
Everyone knows that.
No, it must be a man thing.
How's the investigation going, mate?
Oh, I'd give anything for a name.
You've got a name, Griff.
Yeah, but he's not the one funding it, though, is he?
Well, he's in jail, though. That's the main thing. Oh, has that encouraged any more businesses to cough up?
What, for the refugee centre? Nah. Everyone's been spooked after what happened. Although Len Cameron is saying that he wants to help. I'm having a meeting with him in a bit.
Len Cameron wants to help refugees.
Don't tell you, I'm desperate. I'll take anyone.
Oh, is that how you ended up with Gary?
What have I ever done to you?
Oh, just 2 teas, please, Nina. Thanks.
Hey, Ed. Who used the first ever cash machine?
Reg Varney. Can I have a sausage bun when you're ready, please, love?
So this meeting with Len, what's his face? Do you want me to come with you?
I don't need a chaperone, but thank you.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes.
Life's miserable enough without passing that misery on to your kids. So you're best off not having any.
It's a bit depressing.
Yeah, maybe. It's true, though, isn't it? Parents do mess you up without meaning to. Plus, it's funny. It's got some swear words in it. What more do you want from a poem? Hello?
I've moved to this unit, so my classes have changed.
Right, okay. Well, you're very welcome. Take a seat. You okay? You can come and see me after, if you like. Page 181. Right, I'm sick of the sound of my own voice. Who's going to read the next one out?
Sorry, did I wake you?
No. Have you got an early start at the bistro or something?
No, I was just gonna... Listen, I should probably... Yeah. Hey! Just pop round for a cup of tea.
Did you, Ryan, love? That's nice.
Yeah. Thanks for the tea.
You're welcome.
Don't forget to put your shoes on. So, I assume you're back together.
Why would you assume that?
Does he think you're back together?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Well, you better tell him that, just in case he's getting his hopes up.
Come on. You've had enough time to think. What's it about?
Death. They're always about death.
Apart from death. It's about loneliness. How you shouldn't cut yourself off from emotion. You should try to feel, even if you're just pretending. What do I mean by that? Someone. Anyone.
Fake it till you make it.
Go on.
You know, he doesn't want to go to the party, but he knows that if he does go to the party, he might actually end up enjoying it, and it's better than sitting at home on his own, thinking about all his problems.
Exactly. Yeah. Might think that we deserve to be on our own because of who we are or what we've done. But we're social animals. Can't live in isolation. We need each other to survive. Good answer, Max. Well done.
Yeah, I bet the one about sex, though.
I was thinking maybe I could take Summer for lunch.
Right, yeah, sure. Before you do, there's something I need to tell you. Hey, can I borrow a pair of your boxes?
Oh, well, I think I can probably guess what you're going to tell me.
Yeah, well, I was going to call you last night.
You probably had your hands full.
So, are you okay about us getting back together?
I'm not going to lie, Billy. Hearing you're off the market, it's a blow. Not just for me, but for every gay man up and down the country. You're going to have to give me a minute.
Sarcasm is the lowest form of wit.
Seriously, I'm chuffed for you, both of you. How's Summer feeling about it?
Yeah, she's chuffed too.
Well, go and wake her up then and put some clothes on. Not necessarily in that order. How's he doing?
Accident. Yeah, but he's still got a few aches and pains. I'm just going to take this week off work.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I know it was you that took the blame for what happened to Mike.
Not all bad, am I?
Nobody's all bad. Not even you.
Maria? Have you got a sec?
Just on my way to a meeting, actually.
I'm sorry about David.
Well, you're the one who's married to him.
Watch this space.
Oh, come on, it's not that serious, is it? Look, Barry shouldn't have even said anything. David was half cut. I don't even think he knew what he was doing.
Well, that's no excuse.
No, I know it's not. Look, his head's been all over the place since Max did what he did, hasn't it?
Yeah, and if he was struggling, he should have called me.
Yeah, but he's never going to admit that, is he? You know what David's like. I'm fine, everything's fine.
Yeah, you know what, though? If anyone's struggling, it should be you. I mean, are you okay? Like...
Oh, yeah, I have to be, don't I?
No, you don't have to be.
Yeah, I do. All them people who think that I'm not up to it because I'm a woman, if I just fall to pieces, then it'll prove them right, won't it? And I love doing this job. I'm not going to live in fear or let them lot shut me up.
Good for you. But stay away from my husband.
Gladly. And look, David's got his faults, but cheating's not one of them. And I'm not saying I'd be in a hurry to forgive him, but don't make this bigger than what it is.
Cheers. See you later.
See ya.
Oh, hey, sorry, we're not open yet.
Oh, I don't want to order. Saw Max this morning.
Oh, how is he? Did you give him my love?
I know that this is a lot to ask, but would you consider going to see him?
Did David put you up to this?
No. I just know that Max is having a really hard time of it at the minute, and he won't talk to anyone about it. I'm sure he probably hates himself right now, you know. Don't get me wrong. He did a bad thing. But he's not a bad lad. And I know what a good person you are, the way that you took Stu in.
Stu was innocent. He was thrown into jail for something he didn't do.
Okay, maybe the Stu comparison wasn't the right one. I just think that if you did go and see him, you might get through to him.
Do you know how hard it is for me every time I come in here? You see there? Come and have a look. Because this is where I was stabbed. Right here. I can't sleep. I'm not eating much. And every day I walk down the road, I'm looking over my shoulder, waiting for someone to jump out with a knife. And you want me to go in and see the lad that caused all this? So what? So that he can feel better about himself?
Sorry, I can see that you're upset.
Oh, you can see that, can you? You're not completely clueless then.
Look, I don't know what's happened, but maybe you should go, mate.
I didn't mean to upset you.
Just go, Daniel.
I don't need you to fight my battles, Ryan.
I know you don't.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. You okay?
No, not really.
Daisy Midgley?
Yeah. Who are you?
Gareth, from the caterers.
I thought they were sending a woman.
Oh, Amanda's on another job. It's okay, I'm across everything.
So he wants you to go and see Matt.
David asked me to go and speak to him as well.
Why?
I don't know. So that he can say sorry, so that I can forgive him. Do I look like a priest?
Not one I've ever seen.
So, I suppose we should talk about last night.
Do we have to?
Huh, thanks very much.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Last night was great. I didn't want to be on my own, and I don't regret it. But I would hate for you to think that I was using you.
I don't think that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'd hate you to think that I was trying to swoop in and take advantage, because I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I know you wouldn't.
But for the record, if you ever did want to use me, you know... Look, I can't pretend that I don't miss you. And I still like you, obviously. So, you know, if you ever did want to get back together, then... No, I'm assuming that you don't, and you'd rather just be mates.
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Yeah, mates is fine. Mates is fine. No, but I wouldn't be much of a mate if I couldn't be honest with you. So here's what I think about Max. Maybe you should go see him. Hear me out. Hear me out. It's not about forgiveness. It's about what's best for you. Talk to him, you know, look him in the eye. Maybe that's the only way you leave this thing behind you.
So, what do we reckon? 14 fill-ins?
Oh, I don't know. I should think you might want to whip them all out.
No.
Well, don't worry, we'll get you some falsies.
Shauna! Family hug. Come on. Gran.
Family hug.
Family.
Yes, come on, love. I'm going to take you to the dentist because I'm sure your dad and Shona have got lots to catch up on.
You'll be here when I get back, though, won't you?
Yeah, of course will.
Family hug. Too soon. Where have you been?
Stayed the night with some fella.
What fella?
Roy put me up. But this doesn't mean I've forgiven you.
Okay.
No, I mean it. I won't put up with being cheated on. I'm not going to be one of those women.
It was only... I'll park it there.
Yeah. Because if you ever do this to me again, I'll be parking my fist in your face.
And I believe you. It won't happen again.
Either way, you're keeping on the couch.
That's fine. I'm just glad you're back.
Yeah, you're lucky I am back.
Any allergies among the guests?
Hey, well, there's a few allergic to putting their hands in their pockets.
I know the type. Now, I was thinking food allergies. It's not a problem. We can provide alternatives. We just need to know.
I'll get back to you.
If you would, then we can organise some cake samples to be sent out.
Hey, now you're talking.
Oh, no, I think we're done here. I'll definitely be done if I have another one of those.
It's a nice drop, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good job I'm not driving. Any questions, Daisy? You happy with everything?
Yeah, great.
Well, thanks for choosing us. We're a fairly new company and I know you're a bit of an influencer. We're really looking forward to working with you.
She'll be in touch.
I'll see myself out.
All right. Ta-ra, thank you.
Has he been looking at my socials?
Every man and his dog has been looking at your socials, love. I thought that was the whole point. He's not like that Justin fella.
I know. I'm just tired. I've been up since early.
Love, this can't go on.
It's fine. I'm dealing with it. I just need a good night's sleep.
Come in. I just thought that you'd want to know that Max has been moved into my unit. He's going to be in my English class.
Has he not been punished enough? How is it?
Quiet, but I think he's okay. I'll try and keep an eye on him.
Thanks. I can't see him. He says he doesn't want any visitors.
Yeah, he said. We had a little chat after our last lesson. I also spoke to Alia about maybe going in. She didn't take it too well.
No, I made that mistake and all.
I don't think he's ready to speak to people anyway, so... Sorry, but I will keep on trying.
No, it's fine. Well, I mean, obviously it's not fine, but I mean, if he didn't want to see me, it's not a lot I can do, is there?
Anyway, just thought you'd want to know.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, and next time you do talk to him, and you just tell him that I miss him.
Do you want to go out later? Should we do something?
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. We could go to the pictures or just anything to stop you checking your phone every 2 seconds.
Sorry?
Is it the grift thing? Of course it is. I don't even know why I'm asking. I thought you'd be able to relax a bit now he's banged up. Are you ever going to let this go?
Fine. We'll go to the pictures. But no superheroes, OK? Something with a story.
All right, Grandad, you can choose the film. Leave it.
Hello? That's okay. Yeah. No. I'll sort it.
We're not going to the pictures, are we?
I'm sorry.
What is it?
It's nothing. Just some paperwork I need to deal with.
Hey, how was your day?
Yeah, mixed is the best way to describe it. I've been trying to call you.
Have you?
Yeah, is everything okay?
Yeah, I turned my phone off earlier. I just forgot to switch it back on.
Well, there you go now. Turn it back on. Do you want me to go through the messages for you?
No, it's fine. I'll switch it back on. It's not a big deal. And actually, after all of that, we didn't even get to try any wedding cake. We've got to find out if any of our guests have allergies, and then they're going to send us some samples. It's him. When is this gonna stop?
Thanks for coming. I just wanted to tell you I'm sorry. I know you probably don't believe me, but...
It's not that I don't believe you. I just don't care. All I care about is that you lost. You're stuck in here. Your mate Griff is going to get life. And I've got justice for what you did to me.
Nice to see you. How are you keeping? Lovely to be working together again. You don't want to shoot a breeze? That's fine. Let's do business then. I tell you where the funding came from, and you get me a shorter sentence. That's the deal, right?
We know you couldn't have paid for everything on your own.
Oh no, landed gentry, me. Trust fund money coming out my ears.
I saw the secret phone calls.
You all want to talk.
Come on. Who was it? Who paid the bills?
It's a nice feeling. Holding the cards again.
Come on.
Len Cameron.
The counsellor.
Yeah.
What was in it for him?
Well, he liked having a rabble-rouser on his side. He loved it when I rattled the woke brigade.
And you can prove it.
Yeah. Got a burner phone I used for just talking to him. There's messages on it only he could have sent. Things only he knew.
And you're happy to throw him under the bus?
Only difference between me and him is he hasn't got the guts to do what I did.
You think what you did took guts?
To swim against the tide. To hold strong when you're being demonised from all sides. Too right, it takes guts.
And what about Max?
Just another traitor.
He's just a kid who you turned into a criminal.
It's a war. Wars have casualties. I'm not sorry.
So what did you want?
I don't know.
Right, so you made those videos, you edited them, you picked the music, you wrote the voiceover, and yet at no point did you stop to think what you were trying to achieve.
I thought I did at the time.
Okay, let me tell you what I think. I think that you wanted people like you to hate people like me. You got your followers all whipped up with anger and rage, and you said that we were to blame. You know, Blake might have been the one to stab me, but you handed him the knife.
That's not what I was trying to do.
So then what is it? Tell me.
Okay, I think I was trying to show people that things aren't fair.
How?
Well, that people like me, we don't follow the crowd, but that doesn't make us the bad guys.
People like you, with bombs and knives. Right, so if you're not the bad guys, who is it? Is it me? Is it my gran?
No.
Right, what exactly is it that you believe, Max?
I don't know. It sounded better when Griff said it.
There it is. You need Griff to do your thinking for you. Without him working you from the back, you're just a pathetic, stupid little boy.
That poor kid lost his mother to violent crime. Yeah, he was troubled. But it wasn't a lost cause. He needed friendship, guidance. You gave him hate.
His mother's death was a result of a system failing, just like I've been talking about. If more folk listened to me, young white men wouldn't have to arm themselves. They'd have jobs, a purpose.
You're saying the bloke who killed Max's mum was a victim?
Of course he was. You just don't see the bigger picture.
You're a contortionist.
I'm a prophet. There's an army of disillusioned young lads out there, all failed by this country. I give them hope.
No. You light fires.
Too right I do. And I showed them the light. Turned them into free thinkers.
You turned Max into a weapon.
Sometimes a weapon's the right tool for the job.
I'm not listening to this drivel.
Wait. Don't you want to know what a phone is?
Oh. You mean the burner phone we found in the water tank in your flat? Didn't I mention we already had it? Yeah, we read your messages. And now we know who they were to. Shouldn't be too hard to get a warrant for Cameron's place. You promised me a deal. Did I? Did you get it in writing?
You're a snake.
Better that than whatever you owe.
He was the only one who listened to me. You know, not David, not Shona, not Gail, just Griff. And my life was a mess, and he was the only one who didn't blame me. He said it wasn't my fault.
Oh, don't hide behind that.
What?
That you were groomed or some rubbish like that. Griff might have charmed you with his sweet talk, but you didn't have to listen.
I'm just trying to explain what happened.
There are a million boys out there who are lost, who've been dealt a bad hand, but they don't all turn into racists. And you're expecting me to feel sorry for you.
I just want you to understand.
Oh, well, the mistake you're making is thinking that I don't understand already. I've spent my whole life watching people like you make people like me scapegoats for every bad thing that's happened in your insignificant little lives. Oh, I understand perfectly. And I don't care.
So why me? Why did Griff do it?
Oh, do you know, I'm not here to help you on some journey of self-discovery. But you know what? I do know one thing. You said that your family didn't listen. I bet they did. You just didn't like what they said. So maybe if you're looking for answers, start there.
Alia, I'm sorry.
What does he hope to achieve with these?
I don't know. But it's the same. Every day.
You sure you don't mind me reading them?
No. I want you to know what I'm dealing with.
Oh, hang on. Just in typing. Right, come on, get your coat. And that book that we've been keeping on him as well. We're going to the police station.
Why? What does it say?
I'd rather die than be without you, and I know that you feel the same. That's a death threat.
Is it?
Well, I'm not taking any chances. Come on, let's go. We need to put a stop to this.
How'd it go with Cameron?
Good. Yeah. It was weird, but good.
Why was it weird?
He said that he wants to give us all the money that we need for the refugee centre.
What, all of it?
Yeah.
Len Cameron.
I know.
Well, he's changed his tune.
Yeah. He said that after seeing what happened with Alia, it's made him realise that we need to build bridges in the community to heal.
Do you believe him?
Well, put it this way, as soon as he hands that cheque over, we'll be cashing it as fast as we can. Not going to let this one slip away.
Oh, bottle of stout, please, Jenny.
Coming up.
All right, sweetheart.
Oh, hey, Dad. I'm just in the middle of a game.
Oh, Paul, out of the war wounds.
Getting better.
Oh, good, because I've got a kitchen extension starting up next week and I need someone to do the demo. You up for it?
Definitely.
Magic.
Cheers, boss.
Yeah, sounds great. Tim, you couldn't carry on the game for me, could you?
Where are you going?
I've just remembered I've got to send some emails that need to be there by tomorrow morning.
Billy, before you go, actually, I've just got something for you. Just my business cards. Anyone at the soup kitchen or church needs a bit of help pro bono.
Oh. Oh, Dee Dee, that's really kind.
Oh, I am so sorry.
What if I'd been wearing that on my head?
Well, if you'd been on your head, I wouldn't have hit it.
I've come in here for a quiet drink, not to be part of a firing range with some pound-shop jockey Wilson.
What's the commotion?
This drunk person has just lobbed a projectile into my expensive new millinery.
I'm not drunk. It just slipped out my hand.
He's only had 2 pints.
Yeah, that's right. Unless you smuggled in a hip flask.
I haven't got an hip flask.
Look, you've perforated it. This is a hat, not a hairnet. You should bar him from your bar.
Well, I think that's a tad extreme.
I am sorry.
Well,
maybe I'll leave you to it. Sorry if I brought back memories of the Blitz.
The Blitz? How old do you think I am? I'll blitz him.
Yeah, take that.
No.
Get yourself a new hat. Go on. It was an honest mistake.
Is there anything you fancy for tea?
Why don't you ask Maria?
But how long am I going to be in this doghouse for?
Do you really think we can just get over it all in one day?
Yes, TC. Hello?
David?
Max?
Hi.
Oh, is everything all right?
Well, no, actually.
Why? What's happened?
There's nothing, it's just that Alia came to see me.
Right. Take it, she's not very happy with you.
But I deserve that. I actually have to go for tea in a minute, but could I maybe talk to you tomorrow?
Yeah, just call me anytime.
Could you maybe come in person? And maybe if you could bring Shona and Lily too.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. We'll be there. All of us.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah, all right. Bye.
All of us? That include me?
Well, is that a problem?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm not in the mood to play Happy Families, that's why.
So that's it then? You're not going to come?
I might not. Would have been nice to be asked.
What, I'm asking you now?
Yeah, as an afterthought. I'm sick of it, David.
Oh, come on. We need to show, like, a united front, don't we? For Max. He needs this.
No, you need this.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm saying you don't get to make a pass at another woman and then use Max to emotionally blackmail me into acting like everything's okay.
That's not what's happening.
Yeah, well, that's how it feels. Typical David Platt, selfish to the core.
What's all the shouting for?
We're not shouting. We're excited. We're off to go see Max tomorrow.
Oh, I win. That's brilliant.
Yeah, well, your dad is, and you can if you want to as well. I tell you what, why don't you and me go for a kickabout now at the Red Rag?
Shona.
So you're here to report some harassment?
Not harassment. Stalking.
Okay. So what exactly happened?
Well, I got this text message. One of many.
This Justin bloke has quite the crush on you.
I'd hardly call it a crush.
Well, I'm not saying it's not upsetting, but we can't exactly go around arresting every bloke who takes a shine to a pretty girl.
Have you read the complaint that I filed last time?
Sorry, no. Is it more of the same?
Pretty much.
Right, so if there hasn't been any escalation...
It's constant. He is at me every minute of every day. Surely that's escalation.
Look, why don't we go back to the start? Talk me through it.
Again?
I'm trying to help, love.
How can you be looking for something serious if you can only be bothered to type SRS? Sirs. When did vowels become uncool?
No idea.
You have much luck with any of these things?
Nah, I'm a bit too old-fashioned for that stuff, mate. Prefer to stick to what I know.
Hey.
Hey. Excuse me, I'm gonna send some dictionary recommendations.
I went to see Max.
Good, good. How was it?
Terrible. But I'm glad I went. You still up for that drink?
Definitely. Yeah, I'll get off in 10 minutes.
I'll meet you in the Rovers in an hour. I've got something I need to do first.
Look forward to it.
Seems like someone might be up for something serious.
Nah, that ship has sailed, I'm afraid.
So this is every interaction you've had with him?
In person, yeah. I've also screenshotted his messages. I can email them over, if you like.
Yeah, I'll get you an address to send them to.
He also got a job nearby to keep tabs on me.
I'll see that. Do you mind if I take this? Make some photocopies?
No, please.
Won't be long.
And then what?
I'll file another report.
So you're not going to arrest him?
I'm sorry, but as far as I can tell, he hasn't broken the law yet.
Yeah. So I'm supposed to just wait until he gets violent, until you guys do anything about it?
Well, if it helps, that rarely happens in my experience.
But it does happen?
We'll fill out the report. That means we've got everything on record, but until he commits a crime, there's nothing more we can do.
You look lovely. What's the occasion?
I'm trying this on for tomorrow. I'm going to Blake's sentencing.
To watch?
No. I've written this.
Your victim personal statement?
Yeah. Do you mind if I run it by you?
Of course not. What made you change your mind?
Well, I went to see Max, and I realised that whether he's learned his lesson or not, there's always going to be someone like him out there spreading hate. So I'm going to show him, and Blake, and Griff, and everyone else like them that they don't scare me.
That's great. Yeah. Keep me posted. Cheers. That's nice to get a win for once.
Good news?
Yeah. Looks like we got Griff's backer. We're just putting together a warrant.
That's fantastic. Is that what you were working on earlier?
Yeah.
So, who is it? Is it anyone I know?
I'm sorry, I can't say. Look, I know all these secrets are annoying, but once we make this arrest, that's me done with this case.
And then what?
What do you mean?
Well, what's next? Another case?
Well, yeah.
Undercover again?
I don't know. Maybe. You said you understood.
It's the not knowing. Like how much danger you're in and where you are, who you're with, and I know that's the job and that's the way it has to be, but it's just hard.
Well, maybe they'll end up putting me on traffic duty or rescuing cats from up trees.
That's the fire brigade.
Whatever I do end up doing, you and me, we come first. I promise.
When I was given advice about what to put in this statement, I was encouraged to think about my physical injuries and how I've been emotionally impacted by them. And yes, like anyone would, I've struggled to deal with that trauma. But my injuries only tell part of the story. I wasn't Blake's target. That was Councillor Maria Connor. But even then, hurting her wasn't his goal. Well, it was. But he really wanted something else. To send a message to people who look like me that we don't belong here. To make us scared to go out in our own communities. To make us second guess whether we'll be welcome when we set foot outside our doors. And for a second there, Blake succeeded. He did make me question whether or not I belong. And he did make me wonder if I should go back to where I came from. But I come from this country. I was born here. I grew up here. I work here. I'm proud to walk onto my street and know that I make a positive difference to the people around me. So what impact has this attack had? As much as we allow it to. And I came here today to tell Blake and people like him that they can't intimidate us. Because I'm not the outsider. He is. I've given more to my community than someone like him ever will.
She's not actually suing, is she?
But I don't think she'd have taken much persuading.
You know, she reminds me of my mum when she gave up the ciggies. Terrifying.
Yeah, you could be forgiven though, you know. What were you being off work?
I'm not drunk. Do I look drunk?
No.
Right. And I've had 2 since then, so if I'm not drunk now, I definitely won't then.
Sorry. Fancy a game?
Nah, I think I'm gonna get an early night.
Do you want me to come with you? In case you need Anne?
Yes, that's what I said. And I appreciate the offer, but I want to do this on my own. I don't want to look like some fragile little girl who needs someone to lean on.
There's no fear of that. You give her, Mel. There you go.
And that round's on me.
Right.
What? Can't a neighbour buy a neighbour a drink?
Thank you, Evelyn. That's very kind.
Well, listen, I'm here if you change your mind, all right?
Thanks. And thanks for giving me a push earlier.
What friends for?
Alia, I just spoke with Max on the phone. He said you went to see him.
Yeah, because you and the rest of Weatherfield railroaded me into it.
Right, well, I don't know what you said to him, but it seemed to have worked. He wants to see me tomorrow.
Whatever I said for me, not Max.
Margaret? Unless that is we're going to have a repeat performance of yesterday.
Yeah, please. And no, we won't.
No show enough tonight?
No.
That's a shame.
Why?
Well, it's just... We won't want you ruining things with Shona the way you have done with Max.
What's it got to do with you?
Well, it's just it looked like you two were having a bit of a contretemps yesterday.
A what?
A contretemps. It's French for...
Well, what's French for keep your beak out? Do you know what? Forget the drink.
You should have heard him. He called it a crush. Said Justin's just taken a shine to a pretty girl.
Well, he's probably playing it down so that you don't worry so much.
Well, it's done the opposite. Honestly, I've just spent the entire evening raking through it all over again, and I don't think it'll make a blind bit of difference.
Look, they've obviously got a process that they need to follow, and we have to trust them.
Oh, meanwhile, Justin's free to blow up my phone with messages whenever he wants.
I've been thinking about this. Maybe it's time we just change your number.
No. I need it for work.
We'll message your clients, give them your new one.
I'm gonna zone him out. Screenshot his messages and just move on.
Unless I do it.
What do you mean?
Let me have your phone. I can read the messages so that you don't have to, and any that are work-related, I'll just let you know.
You offering to be my social media manager?
I don't think I'm quite qualified for that, but sort of a digital bouncer.
Right on cue. Oh, I don't believe it.
What?
He has liked all my old holiday photos.
Justin?
My latest follower. Police Constable Finlay Scott.
The guy that's just took your statement?
This just gets worse and worse.
And if you've been affected by issues raised in tonight's episode, you can go to itv.com/advice for support information. Coming up next here on ITV1, it's the semi-final for the remaining cooks in Next Level Chef.